Hello, my name is Vila Woo, personal trainer and fitness instructor at Concordia's Recreation and Athletics Department. I give personal training sessions and instruct classes at the gym. Welcome to Lengthen and Strengthen. Exercises will be done on a chair or a ball, and we will also be doing some movements standing. We will begin on a chair. Let's talk about how we are going to sit. Make sure your feet are planted on the floor. Notice my knees are not past my toes. So you want to inch that forward so you feel nice and comfortable and your knees do not feel locked in. Gonna relax your shoulders and relax the hands. Make sure you don't clench. If your hands are relaxed, well, allow your shoulders to feel relaxed as well. You want to sit up nice and tall and feel just pretty much relaxed and comfortable. So we're going to begin with stretching our neck. A little warm up for our neck. You're going to take an inhale and tilt your ear towards your shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch on the side of your neck. Take a couple of breaths over here. Feel free to close your eyes. So as you exhale, you should feel your stomach relaxed. Now we're going to swing your chin towards your chest. Feel the weight of your head. Chin to chest. You should feel a nice stretch on the back of your neck. Take a few breaths. Now slowly sway to the opposite side, ear to shoulder, side bend on the neck. So feel which part of the muscle is being stretched. So relax your head, relax your shoulders. Now tilt your chin back down to your chest. I'm going to stretch the back of your neck a little bit more. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch, you can place your hand gently on the back of your head and apply a little bit of pressure. This will give you an extra little stretch for those who really need it. Now slowly roll up and face me. So you want your spine aligned. Next exercise is cow to cat position. We're going to warm up the spine. I'll show you profile view as a demonstration. I'm going to take an inhale, nice and long. And we're going to exhale, relaxing the stomach a little bit and curling the upper back. So this part here is in neutral. The only part that is curling is the upper back. So what we're doing here is stretching the shoulder blades. I'm going to take an inhale, starting up with the core, nice little arch, and open up the shoulders. I'll repeat. Exhale, close, inhale, arch low back, and open chest. So always lead with the core. Let's do this together a couple of times. Hands on your lap. Hands and arms relaxed. Let's take an inhale. And you're going to exhale, curl the upper back. Inhale, nice and tall, arch that low back, get that stretch. Exhale to neutral and curl the shoulders. Inhale. Bend again. Inhale nice and tall. Back to center. Exhale, pull that in and round that back. You should feel a nice stretch on the back of your upper back. And open. A great way to open up the chest, especially if you're working in front of the computer for several hours. And open. Now the next segment, I will show you a forward bend. Demonstration. So you're going to inch up towards the edge of your chair so your hands are just right by your thighs. So you're going to take an inhale up and exhale on a forward bend. Inhale back up and sweep down. So again, inhale up, nice and tall. As you bend forwards, you want to make sure that your entire back is traveling as one unit. So always starting with the core. Inhale back up. Use that core to pull you up and sweep down. Let's do this together. Inhale up, nice and tall. Reach towards that ceiling. Forward bend towards me. Nice and long. Reach, reach, reach. Come back up, nice and slow, using that low back. And sweep down. Inhale to a bend. Come back up. And exhale. Reach up. Reach towards that ceiling. Bend forward. Nice and long. Imagine I'm pulling your arms towards me so you get that nice stretch on your spine. Come back up. Exercise that low back. Reach. Keep going. Back up. And down. One more time. Reach. Stretching feels great, but at the same time, you're also strengthening your muscles. That's one of the benefits to stretching. So now we're going to combine both movements together, from cow, cat, to forward bend. So here's a demonstration. Exhale and around. Open up. Reach up. Forward bend. Again, keep that back nice and flat and long. I'm going to come back up and open. One more time. Round. Open. Up. Bend. Back up and sweep down. Let's do that together. Hands on your lap. Exhale on a close. Close the upper back. Open up that body. Nice and long. Back to neutral. Sweep up the arms. Bend forward. Keep your arms at shoulder width distance. Avoid opening forward. Just keep it nice and long here. Back up. And sweep down. Close. Open. Sweep up. Take it to a bend. Feel that low back stretch. Back up. Hands back onto your lap. Curl. Open. Up. Reach. Reach forward. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Hands on lap. Close to cow position. Open to a cat. Release the hands. Up we go. Forward bend. Reach towards me. Pull, pull, pull. Back up. Round. Open. Lift up. Use those shoulder muscles and core muscles. Reach. Back up. And down. Next segment, we're going to stand up so you can put your chair away. So we are going to go into a side lunge and will lead to a side bend, and then we will combine both movements together. So right now I want you to take a wide stance, just a little bit wider than your shoulders, and your feet parallel. So make sure your toes are pointed towards me and hips forward. And keep your arms up. Now if your shoulders get tired, you can always just rest your hands onto your hips or hold it forward. From here, it's going to lean nice and gentle from side to side. So nice and slow, we're stretching the inner thighs. At the same time, you're also working the glute muscles. So if you're sitting down for a long period of time, you're not using your glute muscles. So it's really important to activate all those muscles, keep you nice and healthy. You can gradually go a little bit lower to get a deeper stretch. So you go at your own pace. Keep your body in an upright position, nice and strong. Squeeze those glutes to help you shift left to right or right to left. Keep on going. Don't forget to breathe. If you forget to breathe, all you have to do is you can count. So if you're counting with your breath, you're exhaling. A couple more times. 3, 2, 1. Now just walk it in a little bit and take a closer stance. Again, you want to make sure that your knees are slightly bent when you're standing, so avoid locking those joints. By bending your knees, it helps you with balance and also helps you relax the hips a little bit. So you want to make sure your back is not arched when you're standing. You want that nice neutral spine. So let's take a comfortable stance, and we're going to take this to a side bend. I'm going to lift up one arm and reach to the opposite side. Now when you're lifting up your arm, you want to make sure that it is in front of your head and not behind. So you should be able to see your fingers from your peripheral vision. So I'm looking straight ahead, but I can still see my fingers. So again, make sure it's in front of your head. Let's start this again. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to reach for 1, 2, 3. Hold here for a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch along the rib cage as well as the side of your arms, known as the lats. And we're going to switch. Side bend. Great exercise to keep your spine nice and healthy. 2, 3, and again. So keep your knees slightly bent and your hips forward. Another bend. Reach, reach, and reach. We're going to combine these movements with the side lunges in a second. Last one here. Reach, so feel that stretch. Now one side may feel a little bit more tight than the other. So if you're stretching at your own time, feel free to stretch a little bit more on the side that is tight. Now let's take that wide stance again. I will show you, as a demonstration, what we're going to do now. So arms up. So we're going to go from side to side. 3 and 4, and reach. Another side. 2, 3, 4. So let's do this together. Keep your wide stance. And we're going to shift side to side with 4 counts. The side of the leg, the long side, going to reach, side bend towards the long leg. And we're going to switch over and reach again. Back to center, and we're going to shift for 4 times. So we're also working the leg muscles. It's the beauty of stretching. You're also strengthening. reach, and reach. Other side, long leg, and reach. Make sure your arms in front of your head and not behind. So just pulsing. You can take a little bounce. One more time. Reach. Abs nice and strong. Hold it here. And take it to a side bend. Little bounce. Reach. And the other side. Feel that nice long stretch. Amazing that stretching can strengthen your muscles as well. So you should feel your muscles activating, feeling a little bit fatigued, but that's okay. Let's walk it in and shake it out a bit. So next exercise, we are going to keep this wide stance, and I will demonstrate for this exercise. So you're going to get into a squat position like this. So you want to make sure your back is upright, so avoid leaning back. You don't want to fall. Nice and tall. So when you're lowering your center of gravity, you want to make sure that you're not shifting your knees towards your toes. Just like this. Hands just above your knees. And you're going to rotate your shoulder in towards the center line. A wonderful stretch for the low back. So this is still a demonstration. You can follow along just to practice a little bit. So you feel a nice stretch in that low back. And it also opens up the shoulder blade. All right, so let's do this together. Take your stance. And just slide your hands down towards your knees in a nice, solid, strong stance here. Starting with your shoulder. And reach. Inhale to center and exhale. Reach. Exhale on a bend. And keep your glutes nice and strong and contracted. Another one. Left and right. Slowly stand up. I'm going to show you another exercise, and then we're going to combine both exercises together. So from here, turn your palms towards me. We're going to draw a circle going all the way up, and then we're going to pull it down. We're actually going to do this from a wide stance position. Once you're in this position, open up your palms towards me, sweep up nice and long. Then you're going to pull down with the elbows and press up. This was a demonstration. Let's practice this one more time. Wide stance, palms towards me, reach up. From here, bend the elbows, and you're going to pull up. So what you're doing here is you are squeezing upper back muscles. Sort of pretend you're pulling down like 100 pounds. So it's just body resistance. So let's try this a few times together. Take a wide stance. So your feet are turned out slightly. Bend your knees, bring your body down, abs nice and strong, and your body nice and tall. So we're going to sweep up, inhale, and exhale on a pull. Squeeze, 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 and bring it back down. Sweep and pull. So imagine you're just pulling and squeezing your shoulder blades. Sweep up to an open and pull. So for those of you who train at the gym, so imagine that lat pull down machine. It's like you're just pulling down that bar and squeezing the upper back. This is really an excellent exercise to strengthen that upper back. Excellent for posture. Go. Reach up and pull up. Let's do this one more time. Down, sweep up, Pull, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your shoulder blades, and back down. We're going to combine the two movements together. So demonstration, do you remember the first exercise we just did? It was this one. So I'll do this 4 times. 3, 4. I'm going to hold in this position, sweep up, and take this to a pole, up, 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 and repeat. So let's do this together. Get down into a squat position, hands above your knees. Rotate, so keep your hips forward towards me, so it's your upper body that's rotating. Hold here in the center, sweep up, take it to a pull, squeeze, strengthen those legs, upper back, a nice overall body workout. And again. Exhale, exhale, and again. Working all those muscles. I know the muscles are burning, but that's healthy for your body. And pull up. Who knew that stretching can be so tough sometimes? But it feels great. Squeeze those glutes. Ready? Bring it up. And bend the elbows, pull it down. Nice and strong. Bend, bend, exhale. Hold here. Sweep up and take it to a pull. Last one here. 2, 3, 4 for that nice stretch in your low back. Back to center. Keep your knees open. Muscles burning a little bit. Pull, pull, pull as you come up. Excellent set. Shake it out a little bit. Now I'm going to have you grab your chair. I'm going to take my ball here. And we are going to end this with some stretching with our legs. So you want to be seated in a nice, comfortable position. And we're going to start with the number 4 stretch. So you're going to lift up one ankle towards the opposite knee. Now if you're sitting on a ball, it's always safe to be close to a wall. That way, you want to make sure you're nice and sturdy. It's going to hold this in a number 4 position. It's called a number 4 because your legs are shaped like a number 4. So from here, if you need a bit more of a stretch, you can just bend forward slightly, just like this movement here. So keep your body nice and long, reach towards me. You should feel a nice stretch on the leg, the glute side of the leg that is elevated. Stretching the ITB, known as the iliotibial band. Say that a couple of times fast. Exhale, get that nice stretch. Now for some of you, you may feel a nice stretch just sitting up here. So you go at your own pace, do what feels right for you. Because everyone have different levels of flexibility and mobility. So that's the beauty of doing these exercises. Come back up. Gonna release that leg. Give it a little shake. And you're gonna just lift it back. Gonna lift it up. Your core nice and strong. A little bit challenging if you're sitting on a ball while lifting up one foot. You need to activate your core a little bit more. Hold. Now this exercise or stretch is excellent to stretch that low back. Pull up towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe. Again, shoulders relax. Don't do this. Now bring your leg over to the other side. I'm glad I have the wall here. And just going to pull towards the opposite side. A nice little twist and extra stretch on the ITV. Take a few breaths. It's really important to stretch the muscles that we just used from all the squats. You're going to extend that same leg that we were working on forward, your heel on the ground. Just like this. Your heel is on the ground. And take a slight forward bend, and you should feel a nice stretch behind the knees and even part of your calves. So if you point your toe towards the ceiling, you should feel a nice stretch on your calf as well. I'll hold here for a couple of seconds. And if you feel your muscles are shaking a little bit, that's normal. Just waking up all those muscles that haven't been used in a little while. Let's stretch the opposite leg now. Number 4 stretch. Let's lift it up. Ankle towards the opposite knee. Lean forward for a deeper stretch. You should feel the stretch on this side, right here. Now these stretches can also be done, well, obviously sitting on a chair when you're working in front of a computer. So you can take a little break, which is important. Kind of lift it up. Now we're going to pull up that leg, knee towards ceiling or towards your chest. Feel that nice pull on your low back. Don't forget to breathe. Relax the shoulders again. Keep on going. We're going to cross over. And the good thing about this stretch is you get to release your, let's say, my right part of the glute. Because if you're sitting all day long, your glutes are not working. So you just sort of want to give it a little break by lifting it up off the chair. Hold, rotate. So you can feel that stretch on your spine as well. All right, release that leg. Extend it forward. Heel on the ground. Your toe pointed towards the ceiling. So make sure extend your foot towards me. Flex that foot and lean forward. So every time you're stretching or doing a movement, think about which muscle you are working, or feel which muscles are activating, or what is stretching. And of course, if you feel any discomfort, please stop and do it again. Sometimes we just need to warm up certain muscles a little bit more. But again, it's just important to practice exercises that's comfortable for you, and it has to be safe. Just walk it out a little bit. We're just going to do a final stretch here before we go. Going to inhale, open, and take it to a close. Reach up and bend the elbows nice and soft. Pull it down. Open, close the upper back, reach up to open, nice soft pull. Reach up. Do this one more time. A great way to end the session. Nice and soft. Open. Just take it to a close. Reach up. Pull down, but don't squeeze those back muscles. Up. Open. Close. Reach up. And down. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is Vila Woo signing off. Happy training.